Another day at the barn with my flock of children. The training has been going really well. The training of my children, I mean. They are learning how they're supposed to behave at a barn. But I guess you could say that the horse training is going well too. Although, to be fair, I haven't done anything Stu didn't already know. Like, at all. Nothing. So far, it's more about getting the children adjusted to the procedures, and then I'll worry about the horse. Although it's also about getting the horse used to the kids. They are unpredictable, and they do startle easily, as do the horses. So I still go through all the motions, although I am casting a suspicious eye on everyone. The horse, the children, the cat, random passerbys. We don't get a lot of those. I also noticed that Stu was acting a bit jumpy about putting the saddle on, so I'm trying to make it as comfortable a process as possible. I'm not really sure where the jumpiness came from, as he was actually really good when he was at his longtime trainers, but once he was back up here, he started fidgeting around while being tacked up. After a quick lunge on the scary side of the arena, it was time for the real work. The sort of real work, because we're not really doing it. This is highly specialized horse training I was about to do, so pay attention because I know you're going to be really into this. When you have small children, it's essential to be able to get to them at a moment's notice. So if I wanted to be able to ride with small children wandering around, I'd have to be able to get to them quickly, in a flash. Hence the flying children dismount. No flying children involved, really. Just flying to the children. You never know when you're going to have to leap off. I have it on good authority from the horses themselves that there are monsters there. Could one of those monsters also be Bigfoot? I'll be keeping the camera rolling to find out. But back to the training. What that means is I wanted to practice mounting and dismounting over and over again. Of course, the first time I did it, I got caught on my fanny pack. Is this still called a fanny pack? I am actually very uncool, and I don't know what the cool kids call it. You may notice that my camera footage was blurry. There's actually a really good reason for that. Having blurry camera footage is the only way that the Bigfoot will appear. It's a proven fact that Bigfoot has only been spotted in out-of-focus areas. But surely your horse knows how to stand to be mounted. You may be yelling at your YouTube screen in frustration, but alas, don't assume anything. I wanted that horse standing like a statue while I get on and off. It actually just really annoys me when horses walk off when you mount them, so that's a huge motivation for this. But I also wanted to introduce the boys to the idea that I'd be on a horse. They've never seen me on a horse before. It might be a bit of a weird concept for them. When you think about it, it is kind of a weird concept. You, an animal, are sitting on another completely separate animal, asking it to do your bidding. Imagine if you found your cat riding your dog. So yeah, I think the boys might think I'm the weirdo here, so I try to dole out the weird in small doses to make it easier to digest. Although I didn't really intend to do any kind of riding, it's kind of hard to resist when you're already on the horse. Name one person who could go up on a horse and resist the urge to get going. You know what, that might actually be too easy. Name two people who could go up. No, three. No, four or five people. Name 4 or 5 people who could get up on a horse and then resist the urge to move around. So I did move around, just because I wanted to see how he was listening. Not well, to be honest. There's a lack of suppleness and responsiveness, so add that to the list of things to work on. Even though it was barely a workout, his back was sweaty, knees weak, covered in mom's spaghetti. I decided to hose him off. The other horses might laugh at him, and I'm very sensitive to his feelings. He really enjoyed our time together, and I can tell that because he wouldn't leave the gate after I turned him out. He just stood there, staring at me with his big doe eyes. Now I have to go back and review the footage to find Bigfoot, but I'll see you next time, assuming you come back. Subscribe so you'll come back, and also tell me you like me by clicking that like button. See you next time.